We bought a client a cracking deal on a corner block on the north side of Brisbane. And in this video, I want to unpack for you the numbers, show you some photos of the property, and exactly where it sits in terms of the valuation 5 months later. My name's Luke, and I talk all things real estate, renovating, and financial freedom here on the channel. If you're looking for a buyer's agent across Southeast Queensland or Greater Melbourne, head over to purposeproperty.com.au to book in a chat with myself. So we're going to be unpacking this deal with a very YouTube thumbnail face there. We're going to be unpacking this deal 5 months later. One of our client purchases that we made on the north side of Brisbane. This property is located in Moreton Bay. Now, what was the purpose? What was the mission for this specific property? Because every client is going to have a different brief around what they're looking for. For this client, they were looking to buy a property with growth, and they're looking for that asset with upside potential in it. What this means as a buyer's agent is when we sat down with our client talking through what they were looking for, we're looking for a property that not only has good land value and good land component, it also has upside. So whether you can renovate it, you can add a granny flat, you could strata title, subdivide it down the track. We wanted a property that ticked multiple boxes. Not just a good location now, but also a property that you could pull levers on, which I love to talk about. I talk about pulling levers all the time on properties. It just gives you buffer and the ability to force value onto a property to allow you to fast track your property journey rather than just waiting for the property market to do the heavy lifting. So where on earth was this property located? It is in the suburb of Kalanga. Now you can see here Kalanga is highlighted in green and the neighboring suburbs are all in yellow. Now these highlights mean the price points. So red is the highest price point, yellow is your middle price point, and green are your lower price points. So when we purchased this property around 4 to 5 months ago, the view for this property in this area, specifically in Kalanga, was about the value of this location in the Moreton Bay Council, and then about the specific deal in Kalanga in the Moreton Bay Council, about this being the right purchase for this client. And so it was purchased in the suburb of Kalanga, which is about a 45-minute drive north of Brisbane CBD. So what are the reasons we like Kalanga? Why does this suburb make sense for our client? So it's an affordable corridor. This is located out towards the Redcliffe Peninsula, so it's the train line that goes out to Redcliffe. And so Kalanga is one of those suburbs along the train line from Brisbane CBD. It's established. It's a very established area. Most of the houses in Kalanga were built between 1970 and 1990 at the latest, and so it's an established pocket. There is strong rental demand. The data shows us that the vacancy rates in Kalanga were sub 1.5% at the time of purchase, and the area remains strong in terms of affordability and rental demand coming from tenants. We were looking for blocks. So this area in particular, we were able to get 600, 700, 800 square meter plus blocks, which we ended up being able to secure in this case over an 800 square meter plus block. And that means we can look at the development upside. So we can look at the granny flat potential, we can look at the strata division, separation of assets potential as well, subject all to council approval and development applications. But we like those bigger blocks for value add opportunities. And the area was not oversupplied with a bunch of new builds. So Kalanga, being that established pocket surrounded by a bunch of other established suburbs, boded well from the supply and demand metrics because there's not new supply, significant amounts of new supply occurring in that Kalanga market in terms of that suburb density. Finally, it's close to infrastructure. So you got the University of the Sunshine Coast not far away at the Mill Water Park location. You've also got the train infrastructure there. You've got a lot of local schools which are very popular, access to the Sunshine Coast and the Redcliffe Peninsula. So it's a very well located pocket, and the value for money was there with this specific deal for the client. So the deal itself, a 4-bed, 2-bath home. Now, more genuinely, it was a 3-bed layout with a bonus space and an extra bathroom. But you can see here, it's that old style. It's on a slope block. So there's a street corner up here and there's another street where we're standing. It's that high set home. So it was a built-in underneath and then a standard kind of 3-bed home, which had been converted into a 4-bed home upstairs. So it was a bit of a riskier deal in terms of the internals. It needed definite work, but we saw the value in the location, in the place itself. So the block was 809 square meters, so a very good sized block. Yes, it was a little bit sloped, but you could see here there was a nice big section beside the house where our client could build a granny flat down the track given the block size, or even knock down and redevelop the entire site if the feasibility made sense in the future. We also had a simple functional layout. So The home had been DIY renovated internally, but it was simple enough to work with. And although it was DIY, the client was looking to do renovation. So this property suited because the client was willing to be hands-on in terms of adding value to the project. And so because we ticked the land size and the land value very well, we were able to work with the property that was there. We also had that room to renovate. So renovating not only increased the functionality of the home, but it also increased the valuation of the property. And what that means is we're going to get increased rent as well as increased bank valuations to allow for future investing to occur. And it wasn't too quirky or hard to resell once these renovations had taken place. Now, in its current condition, it was a little bit quirky, but with the plans our client had on this property, they were going to spruce up the place, make it far more family friendly, make the floor plan a bit more suitable to renting out. And so it was good resale value once it had been spruced up. So the negotiation, we built a relationship, we looked at the comparable sales on the property. So we're looking as your buyer's agent in the market as to what comparable sales are going for and where we see value for you as a specific client. And that was the case for this client. We're also looking at the demand. So how many buyers are at these open homes? How many buyers are in this area specifically and in these streets? Then we were looking at the days on market. So most of these properties in this area were selling between that 30 to 45 days, indicating that properties were selling in 1 to 3 weeks after being listed on the open market. We also looked at the vendor's motivation. These sellers needed to move. They bought a home in South Australia. They were selling their family home, which they'd done their own DIY work on. And because it was a bit DIY and a bit hodgepodge, they were motivated to sell and they had to sell because they already acquired elsewhere. What that means is it gives us a strong advantage to negotiate and get the best deal for our clients in these circumstances. And this is where working with an expert buyer's agent who does negotiations every day of the week can be very advantageous for you as a buyer because we advocate for you in these scenarios to get yourself the best deal. And that was certainly the case for this client. So we then determined our price. We negotiated with the agent and found that not dollar more price where we were hitting a sticking point in terms of the value proposition and we were able to secure this property. Let's also talk about things that we avoided because a lot of people will miss some of these things. So we avoided the flood zones with a triple O there, flood zones. No flood zones for us. Flood zones are a big concern here in Southeast Queensland because there are properties that might have minor or low-level overlays, but that's still going to impact your insurance premiums, and it's also going to impact your resellability, your ability to resell the property to the open market in the future. We steered clear of main roads, which have noise and pollution concerns and safety concerns. Weird layouts. Now, the property did have a weird layout, but it was something that we could work with. And so we were using the layout to our advantage to increase the rental return with the client, and we worked with that. But generally, we're looking for simplified layouts, higher holding costs as well. So we looked at the rental return on this deal, and the stronger rental return was definitely going to suit the client once they rented it out. And finally, over-capitalization. The renovation budget was held to a minimum to get the most value and the most cash flow out of the property while not overspending. So many people go into renovations or lever pulling projects and adding value, but over-capitalize, meaning that they spend 15, 20, 25% on a cosmetic renovation, when ideally you'd be spending 5 to 10% of the purchase price when you're doing a cosmetic reno. So here was the adjusted layout of the property. You could see they'd done some internal stairs here in the home. They converted the upper level, which would have originally been all the home, into a multi-bathroom, 4-bedroom layout, and used the lower level, which had lower ceiling height, into an eating kitchen, a living and a dining and a pantry area. So our client was willing to work with this floor plan, potentially build in an extra space, an extra bedroom or living space downstairs, and then renovate as required in terms of the property. So we were able to purchase the property for $755,000 not that long ago in September 2025 because of these quirks, because of our relationships with the agent, and because of where we specifically saw value as the buyer's agent for this specific client's brief. Now, looking at the property in terms of the growth since we purchased it, we can see that the market, there is roughly $145,000 of uplift, and that doesn't include any renovation uplift on the property. That's just based on its baseline from when we originally purchased the asset. And that's why, in my opinion, if you're looking at now it being around $900,000, it's already up 19%. And a big chunk of that will be due to the price point, because it was an affordable asset and the government announced just after we bought this property a couple of months later, that first home buyer scheme, properties in this area have significantly outpaced the growth in other markets. And that's why you need to buy the right properties and the right mix of assets in your journey to create the growth and also manufacture value if you're a client that wants to be more active. Now, not everyone needs to take on a renovation project and a sloping block and a property with upside potential. There are good set and forget bread and butter deals that you can buy, but it's about putting your portfolio together in the right way. You want to make sure you build a portfolio with growth first, cash flow second, and ideally build on that asset base over time. And so for our client Kamana, he was able to get this property and it fit right into where he needed in terms of his property portfolio, in terms of the mix of land value, the ability to add a granny flat down the track, and renovate the existing home to give him a higher cash flow, and it met his needs at that point in time. So you can see here, he gave us some great feedback, Kamana, our client. He said, Luke and his team are so useful when buying a property, from expert planning and strategy to finding the right property and connections for every aspect involved. Luke and his team had it all handled, professional, flexible, and easy to talk with. Now, I don't want to toot my horn too much, but it's always great to share these reviews and feedback and live real deals that we've bought in the last 3-6 months. So you can get a realistic view of what clients have done in a 1 to 2 year window. Now, this is only in 5 months, 6 months. And so for our client, it was about tailoring it to what he needed, tailoring it to what Kamana needed. And we do that with all of our clients. We don't only help you with the property acquisition, we help you with the much bigger picture. We've got everyone you might need through that process, starting with our recommended mortgage brokers, working with us as your buyer's agent, then connecting you with renovation teams if you need contacts there, property managers, the list goes on, tree loppers, handymen. There's so many contacts you might need, builders, town planners at this point, with a lot of the development upside that we do with some clients. And so we make sure you have every single contact you might need throughout that buying process so that we can get these 5-star reviews and help everyday Australians buy and scale a property portfolio to give them more choices. For Kamana, I know that he was spending time with his dad on this project and he was looking to create more freedom so he could be more flexible with his work and his lifestyle and his family moving forward and his business. So we love to help everyday Aussies do these things. That's exactly what I'm about, is helping everyday Australians buy their own home or buy investments that make sense in this southeast Queensland and in the Melbourne market at this point in time. And we're keen to expand into Sydney, Newcastle and Central Coast in the next 1 to 2 years. And then we want to potentially expand further because we run a boots on the ground buyers agency. We are a boots on the ground buyers agency, which means we put our staff members, our associates and our managers and myself in these locations, walking, making relationships with agents and getting access to on and off market opportunities. And that's how we like to do it, is a hands-on approach mixed with the data on the quantitative side and then also that qualitative side by being located in these local areas that we're buying. So if you'd like help from myself and the team at Purpose Property, head over to our website at purposeproperty.com.au. We'd absolutely love to help you buy your next home or your next investment property and ideally achieve results over a mid to long term that gets you where you want to go. And that's all about purchasing the right property for the right price in the right location. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this deal in Kalanga on the north side. Leave a comment down below and click this video right here for more things real estate, renovating and financial freedom. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.